Hello Hoggers, this is the Highballing Hogger here, and this is my response to my Highballing Hogger challenge to create a scene on your layout and then have your most favorite locomotive or locomotives and trains running in the background or foreground, what have you. But this is my response. This is my scene. This is a scene was a true story that I remember from when I was a kid. My dad and his buddies telling about when I was a kid, a little town where I was born, lived as a kid, about a local feller, a very colorful character, let's put it that way. His name was Corbin Runnels. Corbin, like I said, he was a colorful character, local feller, and I can't remember exactly, but I believe this happened in like the late 50s, maybe early to mid 60s somewhere. But somebody's mule had gotten out of the fence and was wandering along the road, and they were out and had rounded the mule up and was trying to get it loaded up into a trailer, but the mule wouldn't load up. And Corbin come along, being a helpful feller. He pulls over, to see what's going on. He's like, what you boys doing? It was like, our mule got out of the fence, Corbin. We're trying to get him loaded up in this trailer so we can get him back to the pasture. Said, but he won't load up in the trailer. We can't get him loaded up. Corbin, he's like, I get him loaded up. And they were like, okay, well, go ahead, give her a shot. So Corbin goes to his truck, gets a rope, ties it around the mule's neck. He throws it over the trailer, throws it over their truck, takes the other end, ties it to the back bumper of his pickup. Turns around and looks at the guys trying to load the mule up. He said, all right, boys, y'all stand back. I don't want nobody's ass, but his head's loading up. But that's my scene. And my trains for my all-time favorite freight locomotive. It was a hard choice between two, but I went with the RF-16, the Baldwin RF-16 Sharks. My other favorite is the Alco FA1s, but I went with the RF-16s. One is, they were really popular with the PRR, and the PRR really liked Baldwins, and these were very good locomotives. They were really good luggers, and they were pretty much assigned to several types of freight trains, but a lot of mineral trains, coal drags, ore drags, and to heavy mixed freights, because they were such good lugging locomotives. And the PRR had well over 100 of these locomotives, second behind the EMD F units, far as cab units anyway. So I like them. They're cool locomotives. They sound cool. They look cool. And they were really good cold locomotives, cold drags. And that's my favorite freight train, is coal trains. And for my other favorite, coming by the camera now, is my most favorite passenger locomotive, as you can see, was an Alco PAs. I just love Alco PAs. They're just classy looking locomotives. And as far as my favorite passenger train, I like the old streamliners, you know, like the Limiteds, Broadway Limiteds, 20th Century Limited, Liberty Limiteds, you know, and stuff like the Spirit of St. Louis or something like that. You know, just the good old classic streamliners. You know, you could get on it and travel across country. You know, you could have breakfast in the diner. You could eat a steak in the diner and sleep on the train and just watch the country go by. You know, and that's what I like about the old streamliners. And as far as my scene, making my scene, I could not find a suitable trailer for this era. I found a lot of modern stuff, but not really anything out there for this era, 1940s, 50s. So I scratch built the little trailer out of sheet styrene. I had some wheels from an old truck kit. And for the tongue of the trailer, I took part sprues and heated it up with a lighter. And when it started to melt, I stretched it out a little bit, let it cool, cut it, bent it around, and glued it to the bottom of the trailer. Made a tongue, put a little gate on it, painted it up. Tried to make it look old and well used. And for the figures, it's different figures from Woodland Scenics figure sets. For Corbin there standing by his truck, that was from the full figured folks, the Woodland Scenics full figured. And for my rope, I took a piece of stranded wire, stripped it, and then unstranded all the little strands and used one of those little strands, painted it in a rope color, tied it around the mule's neck. The mule is a Woodland Scenics, and then tied it to the bumper of the truck. And that's pretty much how I created the little scene there on the side of the road. Because the mule, you know, it was wandering along the side of the road. They didn't want it to wander out in traffic. And then Corbin comes along. But that's my scene. This is my response to my Highballing Hogger challenge. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all got a laugh out of it. And God bless. Stay safe. Keep the coffee hot. And keep highballing, hoggers.